step up and play a bigger and bolder game, one of the things that I see come up time and time again is where people doubt that they're good enough. And today I want to talk to you about this, and I want to give you a really different perspective from how you may have thought about this previously. So the first thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to stand here and try to logically convince you that you are good enough. Because if you are carrying around a sense of not being good enough, it's actually operating at an emotional level. But there is a really powerful opportunity to shift this once and for all. So let's talk about how the idea of not being good enough can show up for a person in their business. It can be that you don't put your marketing out there because it's not good enough. You think you need more time to improve and make it better. It can be that you don't set out with your big, bold offerings to attract clients because you're frightened at some level that you're not going to be good enough. It could be that you even end up attracting clients, and I've seen this happen too, and I've experienced it myself, that you attract very demanding clients who will almost find whatever you do is not good enough. And so it's a pattern and an idea that we have about ourselves that can just go on and on and on and on and on. So the first thing you need to recognize is that this is a story. It might be a very convincing story, but it's an old story that you've taken on at some point in your life. And ever since then, you've been finding evidence to prove that story true. So it may be that you start to recognize that there are subtle things that you do that enable you to play out the not good enough pattern over and over and over and over. So here's what not to do. What you don't want to do is spend time trying to figure this out. So many people who have a story of I'm not good enough want to understand why. Where does this come from? Why do I say this? Why do I keep doing this? Why can't I get over this? And you can spend years trying to overcome the fear of not